In the small town of Ravenwood, whispers of an ominous figure spread like wildfire. Late at night, when the moon casts a haunting glow, the midnight stalker prowls the deserted streets. Fear grips the heart of this once peaceful community, and a haunting question lingers in the minds of its residents. Who will be the next victim? The tale begins with Detective Alex Turner, a seasoned investigator haunted by the unsolved cases that have plagued Ravenwood. The midnight stalker's signature is eerily distinct. Each victim is found under the shadow of a gnarled tree, their lifeless bodies arranged with chilling precision. As the body count rises, the townspeople retreat into their homes, locking their doors in terror. The midnight stalker is a master of shadows, striking with ruthless precision and leaving no trace behind. The silence of the night is shattered by the distant howling of sirens, a haunting reminder of the killer's relentless pursuit. Alex, driven by a thirst for justice, immerses himself in the chilling investigation. Night after night, he pores over evidence, desperate to unmask the enigmatic murderer lurking in the darkness. But the more he unravels, the deeper he becomes entangled in a web of malevolence. With each new victim, the town's fear intensifies. The once vibrant streets fall into an eerie silence, and the air becomes heavy with foreboding. The midnight stalker's presence is palpable, a suffocating aura that causes even the bravest souls to tremble. As the shadows grow longer, so does the list of suspects. Alex's pursuit leads him to individuals with dark secrets, each one harboring a reason to embrace the shadows. Yet, the true identity of the midnight stalker remains elusive, haunting the detective's resolve. In a chilling twist, Alex discovers that the midnight stalker's vendetta is rooted in a haunting history that spans generations. A tale of revenge unfolds, with the sins of the past inflicting torment upon the present. The boundaries between good and evil blur, leaving Alex questioning his own sanity. The detective finds himself torn between his duty to protect the town, and the haunting question that haunts his every step. Can he confront the evil that lurks within the shadows? Or will he succumb to the darkness himself? With every clue he uncovers, the midnight stalker's taunting laughter echoes through the night. Alex's pursuit becomes a dangerous dance, with the serial killer always one step ahead. The town's hope dwindles, as the killer's reign of terror shows no signs of ending. As the moon reaches its zenith, the midnight stalker escalates his blood-soaked campaign. With each murder, he leaves cryptic messages, daring Alex to catch him. The tension reaches its peak, and Ravenwood becomes a ghost town, abandoned by those who once called it home. The detective's relentless determination leads him to a chilling revelation. The midnight stalker's ultimate target is not just a victim, but a symbol of justice. Someone who will bear the weight of the town's sins. The question that plagued the community becomes a haunting reality. Who will be the midnight stalker's final sacrifice? In a gripping climax, Alex confronts the midnight stalker, in a heart-stopping showdown that will test his limits. The darkness that surrounds them is suffocating, and every second ticks away like a countdown to doom. As Alex faced the midnight stalker in the dimly lit alley, the air was thick with tension, and a chilling silence engulfed them. The killer's eyes gleamed with a maniacal glint, as he taunted Alex with a sinister grin. In that moment, time seemed to slow, the world fading away as the two adversaries locked eyes in a battle of wills. "You've come so far, detective," the midnight stalker hissed, his voice dripping with venom. "But do you have the resolve to face the truth?" Alex's heart pounded in his chest, his grip tightening around his weapon. He knew the killer was trying to get inside his head, but he refused to be swayed. With every fiber of his being, he was determined to bring an end to the midnight stalker's reign of terror. "You can't hide forever," Alex replied, his voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through his veins. "Your crimes won't go unpunished." The midnight stalker chuckled darkly, taking a step closer to Alex. "Punished? I am the instrument of justice, the one who reveals the darkness that resides in everyone's hearts." In that moment, a chilling realization dawned on Alex. The midnight stalker truly believed he was a purveyor of justice, warped by his twisted sense of morality. He saw himself as an avenger, bringing retribution upon those he deemed deserving. "You're not a hero," Alex retorted firmly. "You're a monster, feeding on the pain and fear of innocent people. Your delusions won't justify the lives you've taken." With each word, the midnight stalker's smile seemed to widen, his madness consuming him. "Innocent? No one is innocent," detective. We all have sins that weigh us down. I merely expose the darkness that they try to hide. As the confrontation escalated, a sense of desperation filled the alley. Alex knew he couldn't reason with a deranged mind. And the Midnight Stalker showed no signs of surrender. It became evident that he relished the twisted game of cat and mouse, enjoying the power he held over his pursuers. Suddenly, the Midnight Stalker lunged at Alex, wielding a knife with deadly intent. Alex reacted swiftly, firing a shot that narrowly missed the killer. The Midnight Stalker's laughter echoed in the narrow space, his madness now fully unleashed. "You can't stop me, detective," he taunted, his movements becoming more erratic. "The darkness is all-consuming, and I am its harbinger." Their dance of death intensified, each step bringing them closer to the brink of oblivion. Alex could feel the weight of the town's fear on his shoulders, the burden of putting an end to this relentless nightmare. In a desperate bid to gain the upper hand, Alex employed all his training and instincts. He managed to dodge a swift slash of the Midnight Stalker's blade, and retaliated with a calculated strike, disarming his adversary. The killer staggered backward, shock and rage contorting his features. For the first time, a flicker of doubt crossed his eyes, as if realizing that his reign of terror might finally be coming to an end. "You can't escape justice," Alex declared, his voice unwavering. "Your darkness ends here." But just as Alex prepared to apprehend the Midnight Stalker, a cacophony of sirens filled the air. Backup had arrived, surrounding the alley and sealing the killer's escape routes. Realizing that he was cornered, the Midnight Stalker's maniacal demeanor shifted to one of desperation. In a final act of defiance, he lunged at Alex with newfound ferocity. But justice prevailed. In a swift and determined motion, Alex subdued the Midnight Stalker, finally bringing an end to his reign of terror. The town of Ravenwood could breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that the nightmare had been put to rest. As the Midnight Stalker was led away in handcuffs, a solemn silence settled over the alley. The chapter of darkness had closed, but the scars it left behind would forever linger. Subscribe for more horror stories and comment suggestions below /